Today we'll see how to create a bookmark in the Power BI and how to use it. So let's take a scenario. We have created a sample dashboard, and in this I want to add some more new filters in it. As you can see, it's almost full, and if I want to add any more filters in it, I have to change the size of graphs and other thing. So that will change the whole dashboard. So to make it easier, what I created was I created a bookmark. So I created this in that, and let me show you what it does. So when I click on this icon, it will bring a box kind of structure, and in which I have put my filters, and I can do all the filtration which I want. And once I'm done, I can just click it back and it's all done. So basically, when we have very less space in our dashboard or report, we can use this feature just to add additional filters that are not majorly used. So our major filter was category and subcategory, but if we want to filter based on city and state, we can use this feature. So just click on this box kind of structure will open, and you can select your filters, and then you can close it back. So this is the first thing we'll learn how we can create it. And the other thing is, in this table I am showing the names of all the customers or top 15 customers, and if I want to know what is the detail of it, so basically what are the order details for, let's say, Raymond. So one way of doing it is I can create another visualization, and that will show, or the other ways, I can click on this name. I have given you the option of drill down details. So if I click on it, it will take me to another page which I created, and it will give the detail of this customer. So you can add anything on this page that would be filtered based on this customer name, customer value. So you can add the total profit or any other graph which you want, that a customer level details, and it will show you. Once you go, you can go back from here. So like if I choose this customer, and if I click on this, now this customer name change, and now it's showing his order. So, so today we'll learn how we can create this kind of structure. So for that, let's start. So, okay, right now this is my simple dashboard, and in which I don't have any of the bookmarks and that filter. So what we'll do is, first we'll start creating, we'll create an icon. So we can go to insert, arrow. You can resize it. And I want to rotate it to 90 degrees. So it will look like that is the option to just bring the box. Okay. Now what we'll do, now we need a panel in which we can put our filter. So create the panel. And now we'll add our filters on it. Let's give it as states. If we want to add another filter, we can just copy this. And let's give the filter a city. now we need a button or icon just to push that panel back. So for that we will add a new image, shapes. We'll rotate it to 70 degrees. So now as you can so if I start filtering based on the data, so let's say if I remove these states from the data, all this graph will start affecting. So see these graphs are getting changed. Now I want a way to get this panel whenever it's required. So for that, what we'll do is we'll go to view. Now we'll go to selection pane. So in selection pane, what it shows what all visuals or what all things you have on your page, on this page. So we'll have to, what we'll do, we need to move all our filters and this shapes at the top. So we can check our first shape at the top. First shape is this icon, okay. Then we have these two slicers, 1 and 2. Then we have this box shape, and then we can have this, the last that arrow, okay, arrow shape. Now what we'll do is we go to bookmark, and we'll create a new bookmark in here. We can rename it. Slicer panel. And one thing we need to make sure is when you create a bookmark, it asks what all information you want to keep. So we want to keep all visual, current page, display, but we don't want to keep data, because if we kept data, so whenever we open this, our existing filter will be changed by these filter which we put initially. So that's why we'll remove the data icon. And then what we'll do, we hide all these. So now we want our normal look to be like this. So we'll add another bookmark. We'll rename this column as without panel, and we'll do the same, that data, we'll uncheck the data. So now if we go back here, now we have to do that on click, we'll be able to change this now. So first thing what we'll do, we'll select this arrow, and here we'll have the option of action. The action is basically what action should it do when we click on it. So I can just select the type. I will select as bookmarks, and once we select this bookmark, this icon, we should go without panel bookmark. We'll do that. So okay, so it would, and similarly, when we are in without panel view, we go to this icon, and once we click on this icon, we need an action. Slicer panel. So now we are done with this creation. So okay, when you hover over it, it's asking you to control and click. But when you are on the published desktop web version, in that you don't need to click control. You can directly click and it will work. So right now what we do, we'll control and click. The slicer panel will come up. We can change our filter as per our need. and we control and click back, and this is our normal dashboard. So this was the first thing. Any doubt in this?
So this is really nice. So basically, this is an additional option, right? So for example, you have the filters on the top,
Yeah.
the category and the subcategory, so this is when you need that additional panel, right? So that's when we can use it.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Or are there any constraints for this?
Um, as of now, no. So you can put anything on that panel and it would work.
Okay.
Even you can put
Okay.
some visualization if you want on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I can just instead of putting a slice on it, I can put a visualization and it will work that way. Let me show you that as well.
Okay. So maybe if you can also, this is an awesome tip, Swap. If you can, just also mention what are the various benefits and how we can use it. Maybe 3 to 4 users if there are, and that will be really useful.
Okay, for bookmarks, okay, yeah, sure. So one thing is that when you have a constraint on the dashboard, you can use it. And the other thing, we can use bookmark in a way like right now you can see at the bottom we have page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4. To navigate, I have to click in here, navigate between the pages. But we can use bookmark instead of these. Click on page in here, and that would also work. So okay, let me for example, right now what I did, I created a bookmark of within this dashboard, within the screen. What other thing we can do is we can create a bookmark of this view. Similarly, we can create a bookmark of all the view and give a click option. So when you click on that bookmark, it will navigate. So you can create a navigation page or title menu. Like when we create a report, we have a summary page or a index page. We can create an index page kind of thing. If you click on it, it will directly take you to that. Okay, so let me show you that visualization one as well. So we'll go to bookmarks again. Let me bring that. So now instead of this filter, I can just give you a visual in here. Let me delete it. For this visual, we can take and we can limit to top 2 customer ID or top 3 customer ID. Let's say top 4 customer ID based on sales. Selection tool. Let me just remove this and create another. So okay, this is the view, and in this view we'll create a bookmark of it. Now we have to, what we need to do is we go here and direction. Yeah, now it's done. So if we control and click on this, it will give us the graph as well as the slicers. So if you want to go back, so you can keep any. So basically, what it does is bookmark hides the view. So you can keep anything you want, and based on the click, it will show that view.
So in that panel swap, we can put any object, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Even
this,
panel is not required. So let's say if we want this graph based on any selection, we want to replace this graph. So in that case, we can use bookmark as well. So instead of this icon, we can give a button, and based on the button, it will change. It will change this graph to another graph. Replace.
That's very nice. It will just replace it, isn't it?
Yeah, basically what bookmark does is what I did with the bookmark in selection panel. In one view, I hide. So you can see this is hidden. So in one view, I have hidden this, and in one view, I have unhidden this. So what bookmark is doing, it's just switching between these two.
Okay, that's nice.
Condition which I have put.
Okay, that's very good. I think I need to understand it a bit more, because I think as we keep doing these visuals, right, for Index, but I think we can potentially, use these things. Yeah. Okay. All right. Is there anything similar in Tableau? This is for everyone else. Okay. What's it called?
Based on icon we select, we can use set actions or parameter actions to show and hide sheets.
Okay. Like the panel on which we can place all the either dashboards or either graphs or
graphs. Yeah, but I'm not sure whether like this filter kind of thing, whether we can show or hide, I'm not sure. But sheets we can do, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think sheets, I think that is clear. But that panel kind of a thing is very useful. I think it is there are a lot of things that are possible through this, I think. Just we are a bit concerned in terms of what it can be, but I think it's sort of very useful. Because it looks like, like Swap mentioned, we can put any object. If you can put any object, so it's like you have a transient mechanism, and through that transient mechanism, you can do anything. So it will just pop up, you can do some stuff, and then it will sort of go away. Gives us a lot of options. Just like, in many websites, right, from the left-hand side, there is a new menu that comes up on hover, right? And once the hover is gone, it goes away, and you get the rest of the website back, right? So it gives us lots of options. I just have to think about it more. Any thoughts? Anyone else?
What I have seen, these bookmarks, apart from this filter, they are used when we have multiple pages. Let's say we don't want to show, and the user doesn't want to go to every pages like this. So what they use, instead of hiding, so they will have that like in website you mentioned, we have 3 dots. We click on that, whole menu bar comes here. You click on that which page you want to go. It will show that page.
Yes.
So users does that.
Yeah. So Jairam, I think, can you explore if there is something like this? Because for the one that the three of us are working on, so that's something I'm feeling the need for it. As I think through that, yesterday a lot of time went into trying to figure out how to visualize. It's not an easy thing. It's a tricky situation. And I think there are possibilities. To just see if there is anything like this. I think it will be either useful for this one or for something else.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah. The next thing which I want to show is also similar to this. So in this, in that, what I did was. So instead of using bookmarks, I'm using a button option in there. So let's say we have 2 pages. One page is this overview level, and the other page we created that is on the per customer level details. And design this page, and it will have the customer level drill down list. So what you can do is you can give a user option to select a customer for which you want to do a drill down. So he can select this customer, and one way of doing it, he can right click on this one and go to drill through. So this drill tool will bring him to this page, and once he is done with all viewing all the stuff, he can just go back to the main dashboard. The other stuff is that you don't want user to right click and think. It can do is if we want to see the details of this customer, he can click on this, and we'll give them a button, drill down order details. If you click on this and that button, it will take him to that page. Okay, so let me tell you how we can create that kind of page.
So, Swap, just for my information, is a tooltip on hover a possibility? I'm not sure about that.
Tooltip on hover?
Yeah, this tooltip is there, right? Can we place the graph or the additional table in the tooltip?
Yeah, we can have a customized tooltip as well.
Okay, got it. So just on hover, we are able to show the same details.
Yeah, okay, you want something like this. Let me just give it a try. For that I need to change this page.
It's okay, we'll look at it later, but I think as long as if you confirm that that's sufficient, that's okay.
Yeah, we basically what we can do is we can create a tooltip page and make sure that it's drilled through based on the customer name. So if you hover it, that page will come as a tooltip.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so so right now what we'll do, we'll design the other page in which we need to do a drill down through details. We can add a name card. We can give our customer name here, and we can give other graphs or tables as well. So let's give a table. Order ID. Okay, so we have this kind of, and we want this page to be showing customer details. So what you can see add a drill through field here. So we have the option, and if I just post a customer name here as a drill through option, and we have to choose one customer for the time being. Let's choose this guy. Okay, so once we are done with this page, we will go in here. So we have our customer names in here. What we'll do, we'll insert a button in it. Let's say a blank button. And we can give text, what text we want on it. So button text on. Customer details. So we'll give this name, and we'll go to action again in here. And so last time we choose a bookmark, this time we'll choose drill through action. So now it will ask what is the destination of drill through. So we'll go to page 10. So now, okay, we are done. So in here. So let's choose our customer, and we click on this icon button. So it took her here, and it's giving that customer level details. So if you want to go back, you can just click on this back icon, and it will bring you back to the main dashboard. This was the second thing that I want to show you. So any question in this?
Hey, nice swap. So you're getting us excited about Power BI. Nice features. Great.